What is up, guys? Welcome back to Late Night Fraps. I'm Chris Sprout, the co-leader, and this week we have another top 10 theme for you guys. Love doing these. They take a little bit of thinking, but this is just my personal list, guys. So if your picks aren't really on here, please don't feel offended, because this are here just films that I enjoy, and just because I enjoy them probably don't mean that you do. And if you don't get mad. Leave a comment, be mature about it, leave your top 10. I'd love to hear your guys' top 10 zombie films and how they're different from mine. So this is not the definitive top 10 zombie films list, I'll just say that for sure. But yeah, guys, last week we did horror battles, and I ended up battling Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers versus Freddy's Dead. I wish I could have went a little bit more in depth in that video, but I thought it was alright. Everybody did a really good job overall. Go check out everybody else's videos. Mine, Jay Sloan, Jeremy, Vanessa, Mike, Andres. Just watch everybody's videos from last week. They had some really good picks. So that was a mouthful, guys. So go ahead and start off the top 10. Number 10 is a 2005 film directed by George A. Romero. It's pretty hated, and that is The Land of the Dead. This is his fourth film. Not technically his fourth film, but the fourth film in the Dead trilogy. I think it starts off a new trilogy, a more modern trilogy, because they ended it with Day of the Dead, and then, like, I don't know how many years later, it's been a while, they came out with this. Now, a lot of people don't like this film, but to me it is the better of all of his modern zombie films. I like the characters. You have Simon Baker, Dennis Hopper, and John something. I can't remember. I don't know how to pronounce his name, actually. He plays Chulo, I think. I think that's how you pronounce his name. But I like the characters. I like that, they have new stuff, new tactics against these zombies. How the, fireworks distract the zombies. I thought that was pretty cool. The lighting and the tone of the film, I like. I think K&B does the effects in the film. Greg Nicotero, Howard Berger. I think other guy's name is Rob Kurtzman, not Kirkman like the creator of The Walking Dead, but Kurtzman. They do a fantastic job on anything they touch. I absolutely love their practical effects. Just a good film. Not a great film. The ending does kind of leave me sour, because I don't like what Simon Baker says about the zombies. That pisses me off. But other than that, I kind of enjoy it. I think it's a little underrated. Yes, it's not as good as the first 3 Dead films, but it's worth checking out and giving a watch. You might enjoy it. The next one, number 9, is a 2009 film. It's an independent horror film full of foreign actors, because it is a foreign film, and that is Dead Snow. I picked this up. Actually, I heard a lot about it the past 2 years, and I think I watched it last year. I really enjoyed it. I love the Nazi zombie theme. I love the snowy setting, and I thought the acting was actually pretty good. Even though it was subtitled, I still, thought it was pretty good. And I love that there's a character in this film that has a Dead Alive shirt, a Brain Dead shirt. I thought that was awesome, and he's a big horror fan in the film. So, just overall a fun film. The characters are good, the acting's good, and the gore is good as well. So, just a fun film. That is my number 9. My number 8 is a Lucio Fulci film. One that is actually released by Arrow. I actually didn't think I was going to enjoy this too much, because I'm not too big on Italian cinema. Actually, I don't know. I kind of do like Italian horror films. But it is Zombie Flesh Eaters. Let me show you guys the inside. You got the, the little booklet there. Then you have the disc. Oh, the booklet about fell. Here's the other disc. And then when you take it out, you have the alternate cover art. Just thought the effects were really good to me for the time being. I liked the main theme. I thought the theme was really cool. The acting, I can't say it was too amazing. It's cheesy 70s, late 70s acting, but overall I enjoyed it. I thought the zombies looked really good. And dare I say, I think they look a little bit better than they do in the original Dawn of the Dead. Makeup-wise. The effects I think are really good, but I don't think you can beat a machete through the head. But it does have good effects. I think the zombies do look a little bit better in this than they do in the original Dawn of the Dead. Check it out. And you have the infamous zombie versus shark scene, which was pretty cool. So that was number 8. Number 7 is a 2004, I think. Yeah, 2004 film directed by Zack Snyder, which this right here was actually his directorial debut. And it is the remake of Dawn of the Dead, starring Sarah Polley. I'm thinking Vin Rames, Jake Weber, and Mekhi Phifer. I actually like this. It's just a modern take on Dawn of the Dead. You have faster zombies. They actually do sprint. They're like Olympic runners in this film, which is crazy. The character development is not as good as it is in the original, but there's actually quite a few characters I do enjoy, and I did care if they lived or died, and that's actually saying a lot for a zombie film. The effects I thought were pretty good, and I love the cameos from Tom Savini, Ken Foree. I mean, just you got a lot of the original cast coming back for little cameos, and it's great to see that. Fun film. Definitely check out the original, well, not the original, but the remake of the original Dawn of the Dead. If that made any sense, the remake of Dawn of the Dead. My number 6 is one that a lot of people don't consider to be, a zombie film. I do. I mean, I had debates before. A lot of people, I don't know. Comment down below, do you consider this a zombie film or an infected film? And that is 28 Days Later. Now, why I don't consider it an infected film is there's not really a vast difference to me, because the infected, they get a blood drop or a scratch or a bite, and they turn into into an infected person. The only difference with a zombie is that if you get bit, scratch, or anything like that, you die from like a fever or something, and you come back to life. Now, it would be different if they talked, or if they was like demons, if they just moved differently. But in this film, they don't die. You just turn into an infected person, and they act just like zombies. So I'm just going to say it's a zombie film. What I like about 28 Days Later is the way it's shot. The quality is not too great, and that's what I like. It's kind of gritty and grimy, and I like that. I think it's cool. It kind of adds to the film, because it was early 2000s. I think it was 2003. I could be wrong, but I really like the characters. Jim, Hannah, Selena, I think Frank, if I can remember correctly. It's been a while. But just really like the film. I like the score. I thought that they utilized it perfectly. When there's moments where you got to escape, or a zombie is coming to chase after you, they play it, and it just keeps on building up, and it just gets your heart beating. It is an amazing score. Just really like the effects, the characters, and the acting in 28 Days Later. Definitely check it out if you haven't.